When it comes to creating monsters, who did it better, Ghoulies? Spirit Halloween or Home Depot? Find out right here on the Voina Experience. What's happening, Ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina Experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the return of Tier List Tuesday. That's right, guys. We are back with another episode of Tier List Tuesday. And today, Ghoulies, we are going to be taking a look at Spirit Halloween's latest animatronic releases, Lucky Liz and Frankenstein's Monster. And we are going to be putting them up against their counterparts and throwing them up on the tier list and seeing where they rank as far as the Voina Experience is concerned. Real quick, Ghoulies, make sure you guys are heading over to Amazon.com to check out our Halloween adventure book, Pumpinkles and the Lost Circus, based off of our channel logo, created by Leone Productions. Guys, we are so excited to have this book available for you guys. Please check it out. And be on the lookout for my upcoming book, Stories of Havenwood, releasing this coming January on Amazon as well. Ghoulies, if you want to follow my author journey in more detail, please follow my social media accounts, Blood Moon Books, on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. I will leave the links to those accounts right down in the description of this video, so make sure you follow along for more updates, behind the scenes, and all exclusive content relating to my upcoming book release. All right, Ghoulies, for today, we are going to be taking a look at Spirit Halloween's latest animatronic releases, Lucky Liz and Frankenstein's Monster, another licensed Universal Pictures animatronic from Spirit Halloween. And guys, these are some pretty cool animatronics. We're gonna be comparing the Frankenstein's Monster from Spirit Halloween to the Frankenstein's Monster released at the beginning of the Halloween season by Home Depot. Plus, we're gonna be taking a look at Lucky Liz versus Lucky Bottoms. And we're gonna be starting with those right now, Ghoulies. All right, Ghoulies, here we are on tiermaker.com. Here you can see our S category down to the C for best to worst. And down here at the bottom, we have got our animatronics we're going to be ranking today. We got Lucky Bottoms, Lucky Liz, Home Depot's Frankenstein Monster, and Spirit Halloween's Frankenstein's Monster. All right, first we're going to start here with the Luckies. And the 2022 animatronic Lucky Bottoms. Now, Ghoulies, I was never really a huge fan of Lucky Bottoms. He is just sort of a, basic clown. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with him. He sits down there. He's a half clown. He sits on the ground and sort of convulses and writhes around and just maniacally laughs nonstop, pretty much. And that's basically all he does. The laughter was kind of a little bit slightly annoying to me. I was never really a huge fan. The costume was just sort of basic and bland. Like, I enjoyed Lucky Bottoms when I saw him in displays and at haunts and things, but it wasn't something I ever really wanted to buy. I just never was really overly excited about Lucky Bottoms. I won't go as far as to say it's a terrible animatronic, but it did rank pretty low for me overall, as sort of, kind of down here in the lower end of it, just because it was okay, but yeah, nothing great. Now, the new animatronic from Spirit Halloween that just got released, Ghoulies, is Lucky Liz, which is an exact reskin of Lucky Bottoms. Different laugh track, different costume, which I actually like the colored costume a little bit better than the black and white. Her movement is exactly the same. The laugh track, though, I think is a little bit less annoying than Lucky Bottoms. I'm saying that I don't think it's, a great animatronic, because it is still just a reskin of Lucky Bottoms. However, I do like the costume and the laugh track a little bit better. So if I were going to get one of these two animatronics, I think I would pick Lucky Liz. And no, that's not just because she's new. It's just because between the two of them, I think her costume is better. I think her laugh is a little less annoying. And I just find her a little bit better version of the two animatronics. Which then brings us to the two animatronics that I feel would have been really great in the in-season competition. I was really surprised to see that Spirit waited so long to bring this particular animatronic out. Not sure why that was, but here we are. So we've got Home Depot's Frankenstein's Monster, and we have the Spirit Halloween's Frankenstein's Monster. Now, Ghoulies, these are both excellent animatronics in their own respects. They're both very different. They both have really good pros, and they both have some cons, which I think make them excellent competitive animatronics. First up here, we've got the Home Depot animatronic. Now, this was my very first 2024 animatronic purchase, guys. I love this animatronic. I own it, and I love it. I love it still. This has got servo motors in the face, which gives it excellent facial features and facial movements. It also has excellent movements in the arm, as they don't just simply go up and down, but they kind of have like a confused sort of movement to them, which I really enjoy. On the con side of the Home Depot animatronic version, Ghoulies, was the costume. A lot of people said that the costume was sort of bland, and whereas I don't really find that to be a make or break deal for me, I will admit that when compared to the other animatronic, the costume was a little bit weaker with the creepy cloth and the cheaper nylon sort of material that it was made out of. Also, the facial design looks a little weird, but I also feel that's partly due to the servo motors in the face. So whereas it looks a little bit off from the actual Universal Monster version, I still don't think it's a huge con, but it is one that people will consider when comparing the two animatronics. Because when you do look at the Spirit Halloween Frankenstein monster version, this one obviously has a much more accurate face to the Boris Karloff version of the creature, as well as a much better, higher quality costume, more accurate to the film version and everything. So I do believe that the costuming and the facial construction was a lot better on Spirit Halloween's, but the movement of just the basic arm up and down is a little bit of a con. Not a huge con, because that is pretty much what the monster does, but I do like the Home Depot sort of, the confused sort of movement of the arms, just slightly better than the straight up and down. I feel that both of the animatronics give really decent audio tracks. They're both very different. They both have iconic lines.
It's alive! Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Get it downstairs! Unlimited days! I created life!
I enjoy just the sort of growling effect that the Home Depot one has, but the Spirit Halloween also has the iconic It's Alive track, which is a plus in that category too. So again, Ghoulies, these animatronics are very close in competition. They're excellent animatronics. I have very difficulties giving one above the other. I did put Home Depot's in the top tier category because I do enjoy the face movement and arm movement much better than Spirit Halloween's, and it is the one that I purchased, so I feel I have a little bit of bias to it. But Ghoulies, surprisingly enough, I really can't put Spirit Halloween's too far below Home Depot's, just because it has different pros to it. So in my opinion, Ghoulies, here at the Voina experience, I think that both versions of the Frankenstein's monster that have been released in 2024 are excellent animatronics, and they both have different pros, different cons, depending on what you want from an animatronic. These are ones you're just going to have to watch the videos or see them in person and decide for yourself which one you think you would want over the other. Be on the lookout for our next tier list coming up next week, Ghoulies. Make sure that you're checking out the Pumpinkles and the Lost Circus book, available now on Amazon, and follow all of our Blood Moon Books social media accounts for all of the upcoming information on my latest book release, Stories of Havenwood, coming January 10th, 2025. Thank you so much for watching, Ghoulies. Make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button for more content, and until next time, I'll catch you later, Ghoulies.